Alright, what is up gamers? It's your boy DeBoss, and it's actually pretty rare that I stream on a Sunday, but this is a special occasion because, as some of you know, this weekend was Sakura Matsuri in my area, and I had a lot of really nice cosplay pictures taken, and I want to start editing some of them. So, to those who are interested or just want to chill and vibe, that's what we're going to do tonight. I'll just go through handpick a selection of cosplay pictures I've gotten and just start editing them. I think the plan for tonight is to get through some of the duo cosplays, because I've had a lot taken with some really nice fellow cosplayers in our community, so I want to get those out to them as soon as possible. But before I do that, let me make sure everything's set up. Let's get our playlist set up too. Playlist, Twitch stream. Alright, that one's set. Let's check on my settings here. Oh, this iteration of the gym battle theme. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba. Alright, I think that's everything. Before I do that, I just wanna... We'll pop to YouTube real quick and get a tune going. Alright, let's hop on over. Get to these pictures now. Alright. What do I want to listen to first? Actually, let me pull up Deltarune. Get the Deltarune battle theme in. I really like that one. Deltarune battle theme extended. I like Deltarune. Wait, fall already? Let's see who just left the... Huh. Noctis Lucis Kylum. Yo. The Prince of Lucis Kylum himself just followed me? Hello? Well, hello Noctis, and thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Alright. Oh yeah, before I need to pin this message so everybody knows about the walk-on system. Yep. Periodically, I'll give people in my chat reminders. If you redeem enough channel points, you can redeem the walk-on channel reward. You can get a shout out whenever you join the chat. So, if you have any points, want to give it a try, go for it. Alright. Here's our first picture for the night. Here's my tag. Oh yes. And before I do, should I get this cosplayer's Instagram tag so I can properly credit him? Dude, he's the first ever like KH2 Christmas Town Sora cosplay I've ever seen, and it goes hard. I will just say. All right, I know I have it in here somewhere. Aha. Okay. Let's see if I can spell this. Yeah, when it comes to other cosplayers, if I'm editing their pictures too, I will have their Instagram tags up here too, so you can check out their pages as well. Support the cosplay community. Alright. Yep, Macchiato Wolf 99. as our Cage 2 Christmas Town Sora. Now, let the process begin. For Instagram ratio. Okay, keep it here. Okay, that shot of me is Sora over here. This is just so perfect. Like, I have never been happier. Like, literally, guys, and unironically, I've never been happier in any of my Sora poses. That looks like a very good photo to be taken at. Yeah, this area where Sakura Matsuri is, you can get, like, a lot of really good angles and shots here in this area. That's one thing I love about the Sakura Matsuri. Alright. Let's think for a second, how do I want to get this? Yes, hello, Prince Noctis. Noctis Lucis Kylum. Prince of Lucis. I almost fumbled that. You know, unironically, I've actually been thinking about playing Final Fantasy 15 again. I have a soft spot for that game because of its history, what it was meant to be. Not to say that Final Fantasy 15 isn't a good game. It's still a great game, of course. Hey, that might be another... That might be the next game I'll stream. Alright, I'm getting distracted. Stop it, ADHD. Alright, usual. Increase some vibrance. And saturations, a little more colorful here. Alright. Lightroom. Cooperate, please. Okay. I think Lightroom's cooperating. I would like for you to cooperate, Lightroom. That's how I get stuff done. Dang, Deltarune's battle theme is very relaxing. Okay. Now. What can we do? What if I tried dehazing this a little bit? Actually, let me see. Actually, this could work a little bit. Okay. That actually, I'm happy with that. Can we sharpen the images just a tad bit? Oh my gosh. I'm internally geeking out because I have the crown on Sora's head so perfectly. It's so perfect. I'm like, I love Sora's crown. Give it a little bit of texture. Not too much, just a little bit. Alright. Before and after. Yeah, that's better. It's progress. Alright. Ooh. That sounds like we have a walk-on. Ah, perfect pog. My bro in the Twitch chat. Thank you for always being a loyal Twitch chatter. Always, man. Awesome. More if I can sharpen these two. Let's make our bodies a little more crisp. if I add a little more texture to these two, would that be too much? One way to find out. Raise it to the max and see what happens. Huh. You know? That balances out somehow. Alright. We'll cancel on texture. See, we'll just straight up sharpen them. Sharpness. What happens if I sharpen them? Huh, there's not really much of a difference here. It's a very faint difference. So I probably won't mess with that then. Yeah, let's not mess with that for now. Actually, for our buddy Macchiato Wolf, aka Christmas Town Sora, you know, I'm gonna ask him where he got that cosplay. Now I kind of want to do that. I want to do the KH2 Christmas Town Sora. It really does go hard the more I look at it. Yeah, a little more clarity. Yeah, get you a little more clarity. Your textures. There. I think that balances out more with mine over here. Stop and compare. By the way, can you guys hear me in the audio okay? Let me know if the music's too loud, or if you can't hear me, or anything. Alright, looks a lot better. Don't want to blur the background. Everything sounds good? Alright, good to know. Alright then. Let's try blurring the background. We'll play with it and see how it turns out, so we can focus in on these two. Let Adobe Lightroom do its thing. It's gotta load. Looks like it's done. Alright. This Deltarune in the background. Yep, this is the main battle theme from Deltarune. You know, I'm still at the end of Chapter 2. I've been meaning to get to Chapter 3. I've been meaning to stream that on Twitch because, well, not really spoilers for myself, but I watched one of my friends play through Chapter 3 of Deltarune, and Mr. Tenna is easily, if not the best character in all of Deltarune, definitely one of the best characters ever written. I love Tenna, especially when he does the "It's TV time!" Well, if you've never played Deltarune, go play that game. Deltarune's good. Alright. Okay. Don't have to do too much on blurs here. Alright, so let's blur up. Get these sections over here. We're gonna blur out these porta potties. Yes, those are porta potties. That's all you need to know. Honestly, might be able to maybe I should reduce on these blurs. Okay, not bad. Click out of here. Zoom in. Dig out the right areas. Okay. Let's touch up this little spot over here. Alright. Okay, this may reduce on the blur a little bit. Blur amount 52. What if we went back to 40? Wait, why did it change the temperature though? Let's pull back a little bit more. See what happens. That's very interesting. I've never seen anything like that happen before. Maybe about 28. That might be enough. How do we look? Do I want to add more shadows to our bodies or not? Oh, I forgot there was a Splatfest going on. But, not important. Alright, chat, we got ads in 2.5 minutes. There's your heads up, so get ready for ads. Hey, if you want to skip these ads, do yourselves a solid and subscribe to my channel. And subs will get some perks, like skip the ads. If you're familiar with the app Blurp, you can create and have your own walk-on when you enter my stream chats. And there are a few perks in my Discord server too, like exclusive chat threads and VCs. So, if you're ever considering it, give it a try. More importantly, if you don't like ads, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, so you don't want to be in ad purgatory. Alright, back to this though. Okay, get these Soras. I'm happy with how they come out. Maybe a little more contrast. Nah, not what I'm looking for. Maybe shadows? What if I get a little more exposure? I don't think that's gonna work, but we'll just play with it and see. Nah. Honestly, I think that's as good as it gets, so we'll dare to compare before and after. Alright, what do you guys think? How's this look? I approve. Huh, good to know. I think so too. For what it is, I really like it. It's one of those things like, I don't think I could push this farther if I wanted to. Well, I have one more idea. Where's the texture elements? I won't go all in on that. I think that's a good picture. I think there's some more spots I can blur out. Okay. When it comes to editing or making things, I'm a little bit of a nitpicker. I'm a little bit nitpicky. In hindsight, it's not always a good thing. It can be helpful, sometimes it's a burden. So my advice, if you can avoid it, try not to be a nitpicker. Alright, let's export and call this one done. Do not update my affected photos, please. I put too much time and effort into those. Yep, I'm happy with this. Let's create a new album for Sakura Matsuri 2026. Alright. Alright, that's our first one done. That didn't take long. Alright, now what's the next one we want to do? Ads. Yep. I see you're in ads. Well, those were in ads. You haven't missed anything. Ooh, yeah. I'm surprised I had a lot of really good pictures taken this year. Got our duo cosplays out the way. So I get those out to the other cosplayers first. Looks like ads are about to end. Actually, why is this over here? You don't get to see all these. Oh, this is a really good picture. Let's go with this one next. Actually, do I want to use this picture or another one? Back in the bin. The takoyaki was good. Overpriced, but I'm a sucker for takoyaki. Takoyaki's too good to pass up. Alright, then we'll do this picture next then. And this cosplayer here is a very renowned, a well-known cosplayer who goes by Mennonite. Yep. If you're in the cosplay scene or know people in the cosplay scene, Mennonite is someone you would definitely pop up. Will definitely pop up, especially on your Instagram. They are a phenomenal cosplayer, and they do a lot of incredible cosplays. And I've seen a number of Kingdom Hearts cosplays they've done too. And they even told me that they've made those Keyblades themselves, which is actually really incredible. It's like, I was always like, how do you make your own Keyblade? That might be my next goal in life, actually, chat. I'll make a Keyblade. Alright, let's add some vibrance and color to here. That shadow's casted perfectly right here. It looks like something was dripping down my face, and it's just a shadow. I don't think there's any way around that one. But I'll bite the bullet. My crown looks great. You look great. Can't complain, really. Honestly, zoom out. I think I only have to touch this one up just a little bit. I don't think I even have to do this one as much. Alright. Thank you, Deltarune. Let's play Mr. Tenna theme.
The president is dragging us in.
Yep, let's play It's TV time. Because it's TV time! As soon as this ad is done. There we go. This track goes hard. Bop. Yes, exactly. Now. Okay. Add some textures here. Add some clarity. I don't need clarity. It almost sounds like Super Mario OST. Yeah, it does actually. You know, I thought the same thing when I first heard this track. I was like, this sounds like this. It definitely does give me Super Mario vibes, I will say. Alright. Texture at 25 here. I think that's good. It was also, compared to last year, the weather was a lot nicer this year than last year. Last year's Sakura Matsuri was kind of wet, cloudy, and it rained out in the end. So, a huge contrast to this. Dude, why does Tenna's theme make me want to get up and dance? Why does this go so hard? Tenna is a goated Deltarune character. Truly he is. If you played just Chapter 3 of Deltarune, you would love Tenna. You understand why people love Mr. Tenna. Like, oh my gosh, when this chapter came out last year, when people cosplayed Mr. Tenna, people went absolutely nuts for him. So I'm like, now I see why. Honestly, temperature right in here is actually not bad. Wait, is it over? Replay it. Replay the bop. That is... It's TV time. Alright. I'll play with the blur, see if I want to blur the background. Probably won't, because it might be a lot to edit. At the patch. Lightroom do its thing, cooperate. Alright, I think it's ready. Speaking of Noctis, did you run into any Noctis cosplayers at Sakura Matsuri? No! I actually did not run into a single Noctis cosplayer. However, I did meet a Roxas cosplayer who I follow on Instagram. So their picture I'm actually going to edit next after this one. In fact, how many Soras were there at Sakura Matsuri? There was me, the Christmas Town from KH2 Sora. Someone said there was a third Sora around here somewhere, but I never saw them. His name is Nico's the Roxas cosplayer, right? Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Do you know Nico? Yeah, because he was the one who actually messaged me when I was at Sakura Matsuri. He's like, wait, you're here too? I was like, yeah. I was like, dude, let's meet up. I was like, okay, sure. I feel like this is going to be a hassle having to blur all this stuff out. If I had one question for Nomura, it's like, what's with you and your characters not having pockets? Like, Tetsuya Nomura, you've gone through a belts phase, you've gone through a zipper phase. How have your characters not gone through a pocket phase? Like, why don't any of them have pockets? I think I met him at Sakura Matsuri, but it was overcrowded. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, Sakura Matsuri gets very crowded, especially on Saturdays, because that's when everybody's going. But honestly, when you have a crowd like that, it adds more fun, in my opinion. Let's get another playlist playing.
Riku is a sexy guy. He's just a sexy guy. And, you know, the gamer girls are really gonna like it. That's, I think his voice is pretty sexy. He's got a deep, dark kind of sensibility to him. Every girl goes through a bad boy phase, come on.
Okay, moving on. I'm gonna play some Persona music in the background. I was actually thinking about going as Yuna Arakami to Sakura Matsuri. I had other cosplays in mind, but when I saw the weather, I said, yeah, I would die in this heat. It's like, Yuna Arakami, I would sweat. Link, I would definitely be sweating. Ash, I could probably survive, but if anyone was the perfect fit for the weather, it had to be Sora. You know what? I really just don't feel like going to the trouble blurring all this. This upcoming week is going to be very hot weather. Well, and keep an eye on the forecast in that case. If anybody's new in chat, you are also free to check out my Discord server, which is a fun, chill community. You like gaming, we spread memes, lots of memes, let's chat about gaming and lots of stuff. So, well, if you're interested, the offer always stands. Okay, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with this blur because this is going to take me forever. I don't have that kind of patience tonight. Honestly, it's fine without it. Oh, wait. I just thought of a big brain strat. If I can pull this off, maybe this will work. See if I can get the background. If I can tag the background at once, I can just blur it out there instead of doing this by hand. then subtract from here us. Ooh, Neverland. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Okay. Where's the sharpness tool? Alright. That almost worked. Actually, I think that did almost work. Alright, so I can unblur this if I select the object right here. Actually, I think I did the wrong method. Subtract object. There we go. Aha! Nice job, boss. Big brain never fails. Okay, so let's tag Mana Knight, the crown. Booyah! Nailed it! Nice going, Junpei. Oh wait. Sorry. Wrong series. Wrong reference. Oh yeah, before I forget, I will put my Instagram tag in chat. So, if you guys want to check out all my other cosplays and pictures later on, I'm going to post these on my Instagram after the stream. Honestly, let's compare the two. Wait, did I crop this? Alright, it's going to be that kind of picture. It won't crop it then. Alright, let's compare the two. Before and after. You guys see the... What do you guys think? Does it look better? Gerudo Valley. Yep, cleaned it up good. Huh, the lighting is so good. Thank you. I think I have an eye for lighting when it comes to photo editing. I'm very cautious about the lighting. I have one idea, one thing. Lightroom, cooperate. Let's go to Mana Knight's cosplay. I might try to sharpen theirs just a bit. Let's make yours, see if we can make it a little more crisp, see what happens. If I raise it to the max, see what happens. How's this look? Zoom in a little bit. Okay, now I see it. Okay, I think this is good. Actually, yeah. Compared to last year, I'd say I've gotten a lot better at editing pictures. I'm really happy with how this came out. Alright. That's another one for the folder. Hasn't even been an hour. Doing good. Better than good. Doing great. Alright. And as I said, we would do the next picture be with me and Nico, aka Roxas. Ah, and there it is right here. Perfect. Who's ready for the most popular character in the Kingdom Hearts series? 'Cause there he is, it's Roxas. Roxas the GOAT. Exactly. Noctis gets it. Noctis understands. And here is... Yep, and there's Nico's IG tag. Alright, let's get to it. Roxas my GOAT. Yeah, look. If anyone tries to argue, say Roxas is not the most popular character in Kingdom Hearts, they need to have an embracing reality check. It's like, I will not tolerate any slander against my boy Roxas. Oh, we could listen to Xenoblade. Where is Roxas' theme? I know I put his in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I think this is appropriate. Yeah. It's definitely bright in the background. I'll have to turn that down a little bit. Work around these shadows. That's just such a wholesome picture. Seeing Sora and Roxas together like this. I still can't believe it's been over 20 years since Kingdom Hearts 2 was released. Time really flies. Yeah, it really does. Dude, I was a kid when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. I think I was just starting high school. I was in love with that game. And I still am. Like, to this day, Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best game ever in the Kingdom Hearts series. Nothing has come close to Kingdom Hearts 2 in its history. Actually, we won't mask the whole background. Let's see if we can just tackle the sky. Agreed, 100%, exactly. Like, when I think about every game in the Kingdom Hearts series, especially all those I played, it's like, the only one I could possibly put under Kingdom Hearts 2 is Kingdom Hearts 1. Because I'm the most nostalgic for that one. Here, turn the repeat on for this one. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 1 is the most nostalgia because it was the first game in the series, and it was a very strong start. But Kingdom Hearts 2 just took it how many steps farther? Which is why Kingdom Hearts 2 is so beloved and adored by all its fans, all the Kingdom Hearts fans. Alright. Textures. That's better. Clarity. Nah. No clarity. It's already clarity. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. What do I want to do here? I did say I had to deal these shadows. Let's see if we can do something about them. Alright, ads are gonna start in another 3 minutes, chat. But 358 over 2. Oh my gosh. I cannot play 358 over 2 because that's the game that makes me cry. Dude, I cannot play 358 over 2 again because I mean I can't even watch the cinema because it's so depressing. Or Birth by Sleep. Yeah. Exactly. 358 over 2 and Birth by Sleep, the saddest stories in the Kingdom Hearts in the timeline. It's like guys, I'll put the scenario together. It's like put Roxas and Ventus in the same room and see whose story is sadder. That's how sad it is. Roxas and Ventus, especially Xion and Aqua, they got hit really hard with that. And Axel and Terra. Less shadows. Honestly, I want to take off the shadows, but I think they look better with shadows on. Just a little bit of shadow. Maybe pull back a little bit. You know what might help if I blur? Maybe if I tried blurring the background. Not a lot, but just a little. So it can help me focus in on these two. Okay, that turned out a lot better than the last one. This I'm okay with. Alright. What's something else for Roxas related we could play? I mean, just Kingdom Hearts related. Oh, what was that one song called? Mm, Twilight Town? True. Actually, do the YouTubes. Lazy Afternoons. Kingdom Hearts. Continue because ads over. Yes. Yes. Good call, Noctis. Alright. Alright. Now we can continue. Oh, ads started right when I pulled the song up. Alright. Okay. I think I can clean this up from here. As I've learned now, there are two ways of blurring a background. Do it manually, or targeting the background, and deselecting, subtracting from the objects you want to focus on. I do have a question to ask, but I'll wait till everybody's back from ads. This really makes me want to play Kingdom Hearts 2 again. Not gonna lie, I've been itching to play Kingdom Hearts 2 again after Kingdom Hearts 3. I miss playing KH2. I spent so much time, so many months playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on Twitch. I was so glad to be done with that game. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm finally done. I don't have to replay Kingdom Hearts 3 ever again. Yes, I am that guy. I'm sorry, but Kingdom Hearts 3 was not the game I wanted to replay again. Like, it has a lot going for it, but it has a lot of setbacks. But if I start going into that, we will be here all night, so I will spare you guys that. Or if we still have that tier list that we made. Me and the Otaku 93 and Boa. Okay. I'm gonna unblur this. Tackle this the other method. I really can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4 to be released. Hopefully soon. Oh my gosh, I'm in the same boat. Look, the past 4 years, like, I'm pretty sure it was 2022 when Japan released that trailer of Kingdom Hearts 4. And ever since then, we've had no updates and no news about it. Only along the way, just a couple screenshots that said, hey, we canceled Missing Link, but we're working on Kingdom Hearts 4. That's all we got. We have nothing else to go on. I don't think Square Enix wants to say it, but I am about 85% sure that the people, they have devs on their team. The devs on the Kingdom Hearts team have been working on the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy. That can only explain why there hasn't been any news about it. I think it's been exactly 4 years now since they released their first trailer too. Yeah, you're right. It has. I think it has been some like. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, Noctis. It has been that long. Although recently on Twitter, Nomura made a tweet saying like they are getting ready for the Kingdom Hearts 25th anniversary. So they'll probably skip this year, but maybe next year well, by next year we have to get something new. We have to get an update on the series especially about Kingdom Hearts 4. Although you could also look at it as they're probably playing it very carefully this time, so they don't want to run into the same mistakes they had with Kingdom Hearts 3. That's the only other thing I could think of, honestly. I'll have to clean this up a little bit. Alright. Not exactly going the way I'd hoped. We'll go back to the first method. But yeah, it's like Square, Disney, please give us something, anything about Kingdom Hearts 4. Anything. Although funny enough, I'm at the very end of 7 Rebirth and I have not beaten it yet. I think that should be my first priority. It's like, we'll start with beating Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because I really do love that game. It is very well done, especially for a remake. It's like, I'll be real, the Final Fantasy VII Remake series is what's been keeping me quelled over. It's been keeping me calm and occupied until we hear something about Kingdom Hearts 4. And no, kids, that does not mean ask David Gallagher, especially when he's streaming Kingdom Hearts, because he is not allowed to say anything about that, even if he knows anything. Oh wait, there was something else. A while back, Haley Joel Osment actually posted a picture of himself recording in a studio. We don't know what the context is or for what it is, but many people speculate he was recording lines for Sora in Kingdom Hearts 4. But that has not been confirmed. We just know he was been recording in the studio for something, but we don't know exactly what. Wow, I really like how this really good shot of me. And there's Nico right there. Alright, but what about you guys in chat? Do you have any theories about Kingdom Hearts 4? What could be happening, or why it might be taking so long? So I am all ears at this point. Alright, touch these sides up. Maybe they're waiting until they release the last game of FF7 Remake that really comes out first. You know what? That's exactly what I said. No, I said the same thing. I was like, I really think that Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy is their big priority. Which for Square Enix themselves, it makes sense because Final Fantasy VII is their baby. It's like Kingdom Hearts is Nomura's and Disney's baby, but Square Enix themselves, their baby, their golden child is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Especially that includes Cloud and Sephiroth. So I'm sure they want to focus on that first. Because like we gotta focus and get through this. We gotta remake this trilogy and make sure it's the best remake of the whole FF series 7 series ever. Yeah, I really do feel like Square Enix themselves just I really want to hone in on Final Fantasy VII Remake before they get back to Kingdom Hearts 4. Or even consider making another Final Fantasy game. Sure, we got Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, we did get Final Fantasy 16. So I'm like... So I wonder if after that, then they'll think about Final Fantasy 17. Honestly, 17 titles of Final Fantasy, I'm like, what else can you do with Final Fantasy? Like, how do they keep reinventing the wheel? Here, it's the other promise. See, you said it too. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just Square Enix themselves. Like, it's like for now, their big focus is Final Fantasy VII Remake because that is their baby. And then for Nomura and Disney, then they'll get back to them in Kingdom Hearts. It's like when you think about what are the biggest IPs, which IPs are the pillars of Square Enix? It's Final Fantasy, then Kingdom Hearts, then Dragon Quest. Okay, that stays blurred out. Get my hand over here. Me gripping the keyblade. Yeah, but I also think it comes down to when the PS6 comes out, because it could affect where KH4 will be launching towards. You know what? That's true. There's people I've heard some stories about Sony possibly getting ready to launch the PlayStation 6 in the near future. Which that alone doesn't make sense, because do you know how many people now have a PlayStation 5? There's not a lot. Plus, the PlayStation 5 itself, it doesn't even have that many strong exclusive games. So I'm like, at the moment, I just don't see a point in pushing for a PlayStation 6. That's just me, though. based on how this is going, I'll probably not have such a strong... I won't have such a strong blur. That's the word, blur. Yeah, I'll probably pull back on this. 25, so it's not so big. That does raise the question, though. If they knew the PlayStation 6 were coming out in the near future, would they hold off launching Kingdom... Would they be building Kingdom Hearts 4 on the PlayStation 6 instead of the PlayStation 5? That does bring up an interesting question. I just thought of an idea. First method of background blurring. Ooh, that neck crack felt good. Alright. And then subtract these two. Add another bit of blurring case here. This may or may not work. Honestly, I think the hardest thing about editing pictures is deciding how and where to blur the backgrounds. It's definitely not as easy as it seems. I can attest to that. There we go. Now I can hear myself think. As much as I love listening to this track. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Actually, yeah. I think I may have figured this out.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
Is it Pikachu, though?
It's Clefairy!
Sorry, it's not Pikachu. It's a classic. Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's the meme that keeps on giving. What's this? AI edit status. Alright, zoom out. This is coming along pretty nicely, though. Alright. See a few background lines out here. A little too close. get these spots over here. Okay. Just coming along. Alright. Alright. What's another good track we'd have in here? Ooh, Graceful Assassin, Chain of Memories. Yes! Because I love this track. It goes so hard. It's sad that Chain of Memories is the only time you ever hear this track. It's when Sora fights Marluxia. That's what makes fighting Marluxia fun in that game. For those who bother to play Chain of Memories, it's not the best game in the series. I should say I'm actually pivoting to Chain of Memories I'm talking about. Just for context. You know what? I feel like I'm wasting time. I'm not going to worry about the background. I just can't be happy. That's the problem with being a nitpicker. You just can't be happy. I really don't like the card system that was implemented into there. You're not the only one, Noctis. Like, the majority of the Kingdom Hearts fans agree with you on that statement. Well, the thing was, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories was originally made for the Game Boy Advance. So, if you play it to that scale, it makes more sense. But when Chain of Memories was made, they tried to remake it like as a PlayStation console game with the same card mechanics, and it just felt weird. So, yeah. Did I enjoy the card system? Not really, honestly. Was it bad enough that I wouldn't play it again? It's not that bad. Maybe I'm just being too generous. I'm probably being a little too nice to it, but well, if there's one spot that got the better end of the treatment, it was Riku mode. His card system got the better treatment in the Chain of Memories over Sora's. Sora was more of a cut and paste kind of thing. Ooh, Mario Kart. Alright, let's compare the two. What do you guys think? Yep, all the Cage fans agree with you. Yes. Looks better. Maybe touch up the lighting and shadows a bit. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I just don't know how. Although, as they say, if it isn't broke, maybe just don't fix it. It might just be that kind of thing. Let's reset the shadows. honestly, I think the shadows are just... I think the shadows are just... That's just how it is. It's just mainly just because it was so bright outside that yesterday. Like, I really don't feel like I can even just dim the lighting itself. I just dim it slightly, but there's not much I can do to it, honestly. Highlights? I'm not sure. Ooh, that song. Blur this spot out. Alright, adds in another 2.5 minutes chat. Alright. Just touch up this spot here. Blur this part out here. Alright, just some careful tracing over here. Switchback. Thank you, Adobe. Alright, let Adobe reset. Okay, there we go. Now, just slight zoom in. Sometimes lighting's not your best friend when the light outside is so bright. Okay, this remix of Life Goes On from Persona 5 goes so hard. I'm literally just vibing and relaxing. Right, increase the blurs here a little bit. Stop doing that, Adobe. Pay attention. Honestly, I think that's about as good as it gets. Don't focus too much on the blurry. Alright. Wait till chat gets back from ads, so we'll do one last comparison. I need water. let this jam out. Get some water. Honestly, I may have to stop here for the night because I'm starting to get a little burnt out. I can only lock in so much when it comes to editing pictures. These aren't even all the pictures. I just started. But I'm gonna have some fun editing these this week. That's one way to look at it. Sure, everything looks alright blur-wise here. Actually, I think I missed a spot. Let me touch this up. Touch up this inside here. Alright, I think everybody's back. Dare to compare one more time? Oh, speaking of which, Chain of Memories Traverse Town. Not better than the original. I like KH1's Traverse Town soundtrack better. That's just me. But I think this is... Yeah, I think this is good. So, I'll save and export this one. Probably call stream a little bit early, just because I'm starting to get tired and burnt out. But, we got through 3 photos, and I have pictures to get out to these said cosplayers. Props to them and their cosplays. And exports. Yep. I'll put my socials in chat. If I can spell social right. Yep, so especially keep an eye out on my socials, especially my Instagram. That's where I'm going to be posting all these pictures that I've edited afterwards. But with that, I'm starting to slow down. It's starting to get late over here. 11 o'clock. It'll be midnight in less than an hour. So we're going to stop. I'm going to stop here for the night and continue editing more pictures later this week. For now, let's see who is online that I can give a raid to. Ooh, looks like Suge Pooj is playing Lethal Company. We'll go give him a read in that case. First, let's turn this off and then go back to the main screen. Alright, so that's gonna do it for tonight. I got through 3 pictures, which is actually the minimum of what I wanted to do. And I'm happy with how these came out. So later this week, I'll make more time to edit more pictures from Sakura Matsuri, because there's lots more pictures to edit, especially my own cosplay, so you guys will look forward to that. Other than that, and be sure to keep an eye on my socials. I will post the stream schedule for this week as well. For those of you who are new, my name is DaBoss, local gamer and cosplayer, Kingdom Hearts and Legend of Zelda fanboy. Thanks to everybody for watching, and be sure to have a good night. So long, everyone.